Um, Erev Pesach Chol b'Shabbos. So the din is Shetainas b'Choira is Nidochem Erev. This is not the Rebbe's really lotion. It's translated. I just couldn't find on the Oitza Chochma the Yiddish one. Kasher Pesach Chol b'Shabbos Kavas Halacha Shetainas b'Choira is Nitchim me'Erev Pesach Liyam Chamishi v'lo Liyam Shishi. Mishum Kvoidish Shabbos and Kavim Machatchil Tainas b'Erev Shabbos. Yotzim Raklal is it's an exception that we do a sort of betavis. We do even on Friday because it's mamish an exception. Usually we don't Lekovat Shabbos. We don't want to be kaveya fast, so therefore we do it on Thursday. It's a shayla b'yom chamishi. A person that fasts, like the communities that have minhag to be'emes to fast, or even if they don't fast, they have to hear a siyum. He forgot and he didn't fast. He didn't fast. Should he fast on Friday? Huh? No. Should he fast on Friday? And the tzibur and also madubar al yochid. So the shaila is what to do. What's the question? The question is Hagdamas Atainas Nitn Lahazber B'Shnei Fans. There's ways to look at the thing that you're being Atainas.
What year of this family?
This is Likkutei Cheluk Yud Zayin, and it's from a Sichos from Yud-Alef Nissan from Tavshin Lamed Dalet. Hatzon b'Yom Chamishi hu tashlumim l'Erev Pesach, ach be'etzem kayem zachoyve al Erev Pesach atzmi. The choiv really for this tainus is on Erev Pesach. Alamai, it's tashlumim. Usually tashlum we do a day later or 2 days later. Here we do it before. Visa yotze shmishal etzon b'Yom Chamishi l'husam elov cheves atainus. Uchayev lashlim b'Erev Shabbos. So person has to still do it.
Why can you push it off the next week? Why is it the Erev?
There is the thing as Avayim Batal Karbonai. So if the other tzad is going to be that the second tzad is going to be that Chatchila Kilu Chacham Vakivela Chatchila, that if Erev Pesach is going to be on Shabbos, then the tainus is going to be on Thursday.
Right.
So now it's Avayim Batal Karbonai. Now there is a concept of doing tshuva, but that
Make up a different day.
But that's a makeup.
That's not Tainus Sibur. This is the Tainus Yaakov. This is the Charim.
But it's already a different thing. It's a shayla if you have to. It's already a separate shayla if if he's doing a makeup. In other words, he's doing tshuva, but it's not the etzem tainus. Right. It's not the etzem tainus. It's over yom batal karbonai. So that's one side. One side is to say that really the fast is on Shabbos. So when they covered Shabbos, they pushed it off on Thursday. Okay, he didn't do Thursday. Let him fast or hear see him on Friday. That's the one side. The second side is Amnam Malchatchila Hagdama Satainis Inya Shal Tashlum L'Erev Pesach. You could say that the Tainis Hagdama Sem Chamishu V'Ladam Shishim V'Zdod Z'Velvat Shem Tainim Shishi Ach Shatainis Kvarnik V'Liyam Chamishi Erizeh Hu Hazman Shal Chavis Atainis. You could say that this is really now the Zman. And if you missed it, you missed it. That's it. Once you missed it, you missed it.
By the time it would not let zecher.
Okay. But the question is what's the pshat of the zecher? When we're saying that you should be fasting on a Thursday, is that the real day? And now that's the real day, is over Yom Batal Karbon and finish this on? Or is it no? Well, look, supposed to fast on Shabbos. You can't fast Shabbos, they do it on Thursday. But if you didn't do it on Thursday, do it on Friday. Didn't hear a see him on Thursday, hear a see him on Friday. Very interesting tushtel that Rebbe has over here in Lomdus. L'gabe nasarim sheyesh behem arba tvachim b'hovchen al tzideim shem pochas mishloisha tvachim kama shtei days.
Nesarim is a schach?
Yeah, and the boards that are 4 tvachim are not kosher for schach. There has to be less than 4 tvachim. So what happens if on one side it's 4 tvachim, on the other side it's
Square.
no, not a square. Forget it. It's rectangular.
Right, like this.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is 3 and this is 4. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's 4 and there's 3. So he's hafcham al tzedem. Instead of being like this, he put it like this. So here is the machloikis. According to one sheet, what's the din? Haschat kosher. Kiven shehafchan al tzedem. Now there's no 4 tvach. Vila das hashena kavas psula. Kilam rosh shehafchan al tzedem. B'chol ze yesh shem psula leim. Nei sheyesh b'em arba. Chen nase k'shvudim shel mateches. Psulim l'schach b'chol inyan. So it's so the shaila is it's a tzushtel, but just like it's when you say the fast is now on Thursday, is the fast really on Thursday? Or the fast is on Shabbos, but listen, we can't fast on Shabbos, and Friday doesn't make sense, so we're doing it on Thursday. Okay, so if a person missed, he didn't fast on Thursday, let him fast on Friday. And then this is nafkamin, especially for a person who really fasts. Fia hezber hasheni, misha loitzam, mesibuk l'shoyi b'yom chamishi, ein tzorach lahashlam sataynis b'yom shishi, ki hazman shel chayves sataynis kvar over. It's over. It's over.
Because it's already tashlum and then it's
Right.
tashlum to tashlum.
Yes, it's it. It's over. The Chura nitan l'ilmad zois ma'alochim u'foreshes l'gabei tainis Esther.
You know, so
Yeah.
Torah,
Yeah.
when they have to need Bechorot, they make a siyum, they make big Suda in the morning. My son, every year went there.
Yeah.
Bechor, every year they make somebody gonna eat a big one. Like you sit down and you wash and you get everything.
Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of Bechorot, they come from all over.
Okay.
Because it's like
If we'll make a big Suda, maybe we'll also get a big.
yeah, you come too.
Okay. So maybe we should make a big Suda. But the Suda is chametz. The Suda is chametz.
Pesach.
Oh, okay.
Pesach, the stuff week before the Pesach. It's more expensive though.
Yeah, for
the
sure.
cake and all that. Waiter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good. I like that. L'choyre nit n'ilmad zois ma'alochim u'foreshes l'gabei tainis Esther. L'choyre, there's a zushtel for tainis Esther. Kasher purim chol b'yom rishon. As mukdemes atainis miyud gimel adar liyom chamishi. Iris kasher chol boy bris mila. So the Rama says, muter lechel ala mila. Olamocha b'yom vav yisanu ha'eichlam. Mekach boru. שבקדמת התיינס ליום חמישי אין הכוונה שיום זהו המועד החי בתיינס, אלא שהוא מהווה תשלומים בלבד יום השבס, ולכן אפשר להשלם את התיינס ביום שישי. Further, לגבי תיינס אסת, it's clear. What does that Amos say? You have a bris. Big deal. Let everyone eat. When are they going to fast? Tomorrow. Oh. Is the Erev Shabbos? Okay, listen. Bris l'chech tachoshev azar. So, what do we see from this? That Tainus is not really on Thursday. The Tainus is on Shabbos. We can't fast on Shabbos on the Thursday. Okay, now there's a bris, we do it on Friday. It's very clear. לפי זה צורך לי שכך הוא גם, צורך לא אומר, כך הוא גם בטענס בחודש. אחרי שכוח כשחבס טענס בחודש, הוא תקה וחול על יום חמישי, we can say the opposite. Why? פושט המיניג, the minig that's brought in Shulchan Aruch is that שבמקום לוצום, בערב פסח, משתתפים בחודש בסיום מסכת. סודס מצווה. וחבס הטענס פויקס, כשכל ערב פסח בשבס, מיניג ישראל לקיים עשיהם ביום חמישי. אוכן, אם יום חמישי נעשה למועד הטענס מובן, שהשתתפוס בסיום ביום חמישי, מבטל את חבס הצום שביום זה. ולאחר ואין קיים חבס הטענס. אבל אם יום חמישי, ויום תשלומים לחבח או לאחר, או בערב פסח שחולס בשבס, כיצל מבטל עשיהם ביום חמישי, חבס הטענס המוטלת על יום אחר. לפי הסבר זה, הרי הוא צריך או לוצם ביום שישי, או לארך סיום נויסף, ביום שישי. If you're going to say that that's not the real day, Thursday is not the real day, so what does it help that I did a siyum on that day? יש ליטחס ההסבר, כפי שאמרנו כמה אחרונים שעושים בערב פסח, לא רק מתירס אכילה, יש למה שעושים הוא גם במוקים טיינס. טיינס בחודש כדי לעשות זכר לנס, ניצלו ממקס בחודש, ושים המסכת, ועשו את המצווה, מהווה מעצם זכר לנס. That it's like people love to talk about pei dalet aniyas. Fast pei dalet aniyas is very difficult, but to have a bag of garlic and sugar is much easier. It's much easier.
Especially because they're shy of emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what we're missing. We're missing a picture.
Has been printed in my house. I just don't want to. I don't want to be playing of the Rebbe's COVID.
Nah. Tell my she has promised to talk to me. That's how. We should put up a picture.
I haven't put it in my house. I just feel bad that I'm hanging up on old Babish and Mason.
So nice. It's a schools. It's the child. It's the child. And the Fiza, I'm remembering in the middle of Sichos because 10 times I remember. And I want to text you and I forget.
I haven't printed. I just feel bad putting it.
No, what's a shaila? It's Bodik Menusa.
There's a kirsa instead of misanim, misangim.
Yeah.
That's a real different.
Yeah. That's because this minute is not brought in any money.
Right. There's a big deal about this minute. There's a Pesach maybe there's a Yerushalmi. The Bavli says no. The Bavli has a story. One the Mayron that fasted because in order to eat B'Latayovim because it was an istinus, but not time is B'Chodesh. It's taka a big right. Kaponim back in
that's why it also like Mameko.
Right. That could be also time the Pashas why we're so Mameko. Exactly. It could have been a time that's brought the head yet.
Yeah, you're not going to do this.
Right. Now, in the minig Yisrael is also there has to be alumnus in the minig. So there's a way of understanding that the pshat in the minig is not that I'm supposed to fast and this is taking away it's pageya the fast. I'm not allowed to fast. I could assume. No, because the idea of the minig of making a siyum is to make a big deal to show thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the Makas B'Chodesh. So when they get together, meher tasiyum, machlachayim, and that this is doing the same job that the minig Yisrael to kilo make shidduch v'tishbachas to thank the Eibishter. So whatever the fast will do, the eating will do. Okay, well, if he's there, dai b'sim b'yem chamishi af im neimesh zerak tashlom l'Erev Pesach, kedei asim yotzin lecheves asiyah zecher l'nes. Back and forth. Ach ein ze medui kedavke lefi dei zu shesim atzma zecher l'nes tzorach ulakayim sim gam b'yom. Shabbos Erev Pesach kibim after l'kayim zecher l'neis v'im shenikul l'kach l'chatchila madu yotze yedei choyva b'zecher l'nasa yamayim o yem lifnekem. Okay, the Rebbe is turning it on his head. So Adarabba, if you're telling me that the siyum is just as good as fasting, so why l'chatchila were they make a thing that push it on Thursday, make a siyum on Thursday, make the siyum on Shabbos? As a choyva l'kayim b'chlal l'siyum b'yem
Shabbos or Friday.
So if you're telling me that it works, if you're telling me that a mamish this is as good as fasting, so why l'chatchila are we pushing it to Thursday? Let's do it on Shabbos and make a siyum on Shabbos. What's the big deal? So chayv l'kayim b'chlal it's a siyum b'yem chamisha v'lalotzi they chayv b'kiyum siyum b'Shabbos v'Erev Pesach shel hasbir. Kimish b'yem chamisha chala kayv esatainis yef shel amida b'siyum Shorach yem yamayim mucher. Achoy tzorach liyas minig l'kayim siyum v'Erev Pesach atzmai Shabbos. Makach she'en moitzim minig l'asas siyum gam b'yem HaShabbos. Muchach sheb'yem zeh v'chem b'yem shishi ein nisheres choyves ataynes v'asiyas zecher l'nes ki choyves zu butla v'hu avera l'yom chamishi. From the fact that the minig is that it's such a strong minig not to fast, and it's such a strong minig to hear a siyum. So why is it that we're making the siyum on Thursday? If we believe, if we believe that the siyum is as good as you fasted, so do it on Shabbos. Fasting be'emes you're not allowed on Shabbos, but to do a schus to eat a shtickle knobel that's ki'ilu you fasted, you're allowed to take the bag that you took from a pidyon abed and you want to put it in the trunk. There's no problem.
Makat b'chol. Also, women die.
It's a very good question. I see.
No,
That's
no,
what.
yeah, the
Yeah,
question
I'm
I'm
asking.
asking this
Yeah, yeah.
because now they assume the maker for the man, the woman has to be there. And second question, why they call it Makat Bechorot and not Bechorim?
Right.
Bechorot is for women.
That second question, I don't know the
Dikduk,
answer
the
because I
Dikduk.
don't know the.
Bechorot, Taf is woman. Bechorim is for men. We said Bechorot, but the Bechorot doesn't fit. I never saw a woman coming to
The
the
diktuk I
Sichos.
can't answer. Could you just tell me the paper goods store on Coney Island? Is you show me
Paper.
No, not paperific. Small.
Jewish one.
Yeah, yeah. It's you shall me.
Impressions.
So he tells me his father told him that Rav Dushinsky that he used to daven very long. So someone said, so there was a Psaposh to eat. He said, was nimmt man so lange davenen? Wie lange hat ihm genommen zu leben Ivre? Ich kenne nicht kein Ivre, der Vater davente so lange. הוא לא יודע דקדוק, אז הוא מתפלל, הוא פשוט לוקח לו הרבה זמן להגיד, הוא לא יכול להגיד את המילים. דקדוק אני לא יכול להגיד, but there is a lot of mephoshim that say that the women were not part. In other words, the Egyptian women were not killed. So the fact that the Jewish women lived was not nikir as something special. And even if some of them died, there was a few of them. The Moshe was saved by Baspar, and she was a Bachorda, and she didn't die. So that's one a whole bunch of answers, and the others answer your question.
Why the Bechorot from Mitzrayim did not die?
Did not die. There are those that say did not die. There is the Medrash Rabbe, Shmois Rabbe says that.
Yeah.
Others, there's a machloikis in the Medrash. The Psikta said that they died, and the Medrash Rabbe says they didn't die. It's a machloikis. So if you say that the Egyptian women didn't die, so your question is right away answered. So you answer your question right away. If you say like the opinion that the Egyptian women did die, oh, you ask a good question now. So for that, you have to give a kvetch. You have to give an answer. You could say because you could say many answers. One is a very cute answer, a drushi answer. I like it. That the men didn't trust so much, didn't have so much amuna. So there was a kitrug because all the Bechorim are being killed, so maybe they should also be killed. So they were speared. So it was a nest. But the women had a lot of amuna. So the Chatchila, when the Egyptian women were killed, there was never a kitrug on the Jewish women because they had amuna. And they believed that there's going to be geula. So there was never any kitrug against them. So therefore, the fact that they were saved was not nikah such a big miracle. That's a good teretz, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll stop at that. So that's a good teretz. Good enough. Okay.
Also, one of the Nisa was Makan right? So the Bechorim killed.
But still, the Lapoil, that Makim Sam of Chanem is the union of Shabbos Hagodol. Time of Bechor is the Davish to kill Bechor.
That's true.
Okay. Anyway, the emphasis that the Rebbe stays with this. It's funny the way the Sichos is written up. It seems that the Rebbe, is happy with that maskana. That the Rebbe thinks that the pshat is that when it comes to Tainas Bechorim, that Thursday is the real day of the Tainas. Thursday is the real day, and there'll be a few more nafkaminas about Akot and Shehigdal. That's the bottom line, it seems. Look in the brackets. Halacha shas Tainas Esther Efshel Hashlam Yom Shishi Einam Mehava Echocha Kish Misper of Dalim Vein Takonas Chazal Hashaynas Aborish Eina Echocha. Takona the Rabbanon Tia Zohis Zula Zul B'dig B'chol Protein. Befrad ben Yonenu yesh sibel lahavdel bein Tainas Esther Tainas Bechoris. Tainas Esther nikve bizmana Yud Gimel Ader. Ki b'yem ze nikel ulamad al nafsham. V'agdamosim have chidush v'isaf al takonas ha'ikris tashlumin. V'ilu Tainas Bechoris mikore dechuya. Izmanu betez v'ov nisan. Ach magdimim Yud-Alef mishum di efsher b'yomtev. V'im keim gana takona ikris dechuya moisa sibe k'moi she'i efsher b'Shabbos. It's a little bit, they use modern Hebrew here in the translation, but whatever, it's not Lom Nishalim. Poshet, the Rebbe is saying, just because I brought you a Chocha Legabe Tainus Esther, that if it's Chal and the Tainus Esther and Shabbos, so the fact that I was pushing on Thursday is nothing, because really the Zman is in Shabbos. Okay, that's for Tainus Esther. one tainus and a second tainus doesn't have to be the same. The rules are one. Befrat, that says there's a svara. Tainus says we're fasting because that was the day Niklu v'Amad al Nafsha. So that's the day. If it was pushed to a different day, that's just tashlum. So it's pushed to Thursday. You have a bris milah. Whatever. Have a meal and do it on Friday. But Tainus B'choris to begin with, we don't fast on the 15th day, which was the day of the miracle. It's Yom Tov. So Chatchila we were kiveyed on a different day. So it's an accordion. So if Erev Pesach is on a weekday, that's the day. Otherwise, you do it on a Thursday. But whatever day it is, that's the real day. Bavonos Musa shall shini moed the Tainus tluya gam tetzos maisias. Nafkamina lalocha gam kotum shehigdal be'Erev Pesach shechol b'Shabbos. Okay. Last week we spoke about Moeredike alumnus from the Rebbe, a story of Chaim Briske and the Rogachover about the child who grows up between Pesach Rishon and Pesach Sheni, a child that grows up between the Chiyuv of Minui and Korban Pesach. Okay, so this is going to go into the same lumbus. I'm really thrilled to learn this tonight. Shabbos Agodol, I want to present a Sicha with the Rebbe L'choire changed his mind. So even though there's like 3-4 Sichas that are full of lumdus, and then there's a Sicha with Tafshin Aleph where it seems that the Rebbe changed his mind, and that's my that's going to be my Shabbos Agodol Drosh. So Bavonos Musa Shashine Moeda Tainas Tluya Gam Tetzos Maisias. Nafkamin Lalocha Lagabe Kotten Shigdul Be'Erev Pesach Shechol B'Shabbos Noigim Sha'av Tzom B'Mkaim V'Noi Yakot Yim V'Noi B'Cheir Nasa Godol Be'Erev Pesach Shechol B'Shabbos. What happens this Shabbos? A boy has a bar mitzvah this Shabbos. It's not a real good day for a kid to have bar mitzvah. It's like a kid that has a birthday on Yom Kippur, something like that.
Save a lot of money.
Yeah. So what happens? A kid that Erev Pesach is bar mitzvah, and this year, so like this on Thursday he's a cotton, on Shabbos he's a gadol. So what's supposed to happen? Who's supposed to fast? Or if there's a siyum, who's supposed to go here? The siyum. Okay, it's very nice. If it's a siyum, it's not such a difficult shaila. They can both go on Thursday here the siyum. Even then, there's a shtikla shaila because Lepoil he never heard the siyum as a godel. Im ne'emeshem chamishinasa lemoyet cheves ataynis arei shebiyem zeh haben adayin kot v'av chayv lotzim. If you say that on this year Thursday is really the day. So listen, Thursday he's a cotton. His father goes and hears a siyum v'zau or fast v'zau. Achoy v'adayin cholo b'yoyim Yud-Alef Nissan Shabbos v'taynis b'im chamishi rak l'shlomin l'Shabbos yoytze sha'av einay moyol b'taynis b'im chamishi b'makim b'nai ki b'zman ha'chiyuv haben kfar godol v'ha'av einay yochel lo yitzir yedei cheves taynisei. If you're saying that Shabbos is the thing, so Shabbos is a gadol, and he's a chayiv. So regular gedolim understand they did it at the tashlum the day before, but he can't. The boy can't do tashlum the day before. If Im Sinne der Schleine bekommen Schigel bei der Pesach Schol Shabbos nutek Khlau in the Shaltaines Bechor shli ov wenn ich let's see the Chavos Glio vegam im Watz me yotzem für mich schwese Karte in der Dion im Mitzvah scheiße Karten mit der Chinoch ich will Leute der Chavos mit so Matelos Love the God wenn ihr nein Chava Chol Love Shidel bei Yom Shabbos at Pesach. If you say that the fast is b'yom chamishes, everything is good. But if it's tashlumin, so you have a problem. The boy on Shabbos is chayiv to fast, but on Thursday he's not. So on Thursday he did something to pater him for. How's that going to help him?
This is the only fast that the father has to fast for the son.
Right.
No other fast.
Right.
Interesting. It's like by the Durham, I first taught them that to understand what they're doing. That's
a yotzim and a klal taking. The Durham is a mamash a yotzim and a klal because the Torah says it. You can't. Ein lemeida.
But the Rabbana maybe.
The kiddush. Ein lemeida mechiddush. Ein lemeida mechiddush. Even to Rabbah. It's like Chiddush is, Dove Shiyotzim Raklal.
Can't bring right.
Yeah, it's like Shloime Shigami Magdamas Atainis Tashlum Alay Pesach. Lo Yetzer Inyan Atainis Eitzla B'Choy Kotten Sheigel B'Yom Yudala Chachol B'Shabbos. The truth is, doesn't matter. Even if you say that Thursday is a Tashlum and on Shabbos he becomes Chayiv, and he went and he fasted or heard it Tziyum on Thursday, it's good enough. Why? Kedei lahavan zeh yesh lahagdim. Kaomer kashapurim chol yis b'yem rishon mukdem. Mukdem is tainus Esther liyem chamishi. V'zo inyan shal tashlum balvad. M'sereres shashayla. Hetz yuchel kotten shehigdal b'yud gimel ader. Kashapurim chol yis b'yem rishon lotze decheves tainus Esther. Heri kaomer yeshdin im tanisa bekatnusa kechinoch. Yechol loitzi yidei chavasa b'gedlusay. The shayla is, l'mashal this year, if a boy had his bar mitzvah on Shabbos, so he fasted. Okay, he's already close to the bar mitzvah. He's already fasting. He fasted on Thursday, but when he fasted on Thursday, it was a cotton. Shabbos, when he's chayiv mitzvah tainus Esther, he's a gadol. So, like, how do you compute it? Shailazu kanyamas b'chol inyanim shalem nema magdimim v'lo ma'achim. Im nem she'elo heim tashlum balvad ketzi yochel cotton sheigel b'yem achiv lotzes decheves inyanim elo. Dugma. The same thing this year. Kashapurim shel orim mukafas fema called b'Shabbos. Magdimim vehemes kriyas Megillah liyuda adalad adar. Purim is shulish like this year, right? Vim eila heim tashlumin lechoiva ha'archola betezvav ketzat tzorich cotton lina cotton shigel betezvav adar. This is taka more serious shayla. Till now, all the shilas were not so like it's a minik. This is a pretty serious shayla. If a kid, a Yerushalmi boy, and it's Purim Mishulish, on Shabbos is his bar mitzvah, why does the Rebbe have to talk about such an obscure case? Because I once heard, or Reb Chaim Brisker, if you look through the whole Sefer of Chaim Brisker, all his big nafkaminas don't mount up to very important shilas. But that's where the love this is. That's where the love this is. Like we did lately a few things at the Rebbe and Zman, and what's the from Pesach Shabbos, and what's a Machlav once we did it, what's the from Zman, the whole Shabbos, it's one likud, that's a few likud. But that's where the love this is. Anyway, so this is the Shaila here. He's a Yerushalmi kid. He lives in Yerushalayim. His bar mitzvah this year was in Shabbos. So his tati went to shul, and everyone in Yerushalayim went to shul, and they heard the Megillah on Friday. It's very nice. But he, on Friday, is a cotton. So how could he hear? So l'choida, one side is to say, okay, emalasot. But Megillah, he didn't hear. Honest Rachmona Patre, Kama David lo amrina. He didn't hear Megillah. So the Rebbe's chiddush is no, it's not true. He did hear Megillah. This is the Rebbe's, again, on the face of it, there's a Mishnah Rishona from the Rebbe and a Mishnah Achrona. I want to be Mechad Shabbos said, no, it was not. But anyway, let's learn the Mishnah Rishona from the Rebbe. Yesh lahazber binyan zeh. Kashem shechiyam loimar shekotten v'kach, av yosem v'kach mishim eskoinen l'zgayer. Chayev lilma des hilchas ha-mitzvahs, tfilin klishma kadem ha-shia chayev l'kaim ha-miyad shir godel. Elifne sheni godel, shereim yitchel zois l'zman yosef ben yud gimel v'yem echad lo yeda oz keitzad keitzad l'kaimen. Kolay macholov chayves l'skoinen b'yosef kotten l'kaimes ha-mitzvahs sheyochel k'shia godel v'doim l'linya machshiri mitzvah. The Rebbe is saying that this is the point where the Rebbe was chazer by, which we'll talk about. But first, let's talk about what the Rebbe says. The Rebbe says, what? Let's think for a minute. If you're going to have a kid who'll go to public school, they're the bar mitzvah. It's like, it's mahalcha mechinuch. I talk about it on Shabbos. I was, I had my kids registered in the brewers, and then I have a different mahalach. Like one mahalach is, whatever, kids go to public school. Then by mitzvah, we'll deal with it then. Another mahalach is this kid that came was on Kanyid. So how is it shayach to say that a person L'mashal, you say if a person, when does this to have the when does it start the chiyuv to get a lulav? It's 2 weeks before Sukkot. Not to buy a lulav. First day of Sukkot, so trach a lulav. No, but they can't trach nitzang a lulav because you're not allowed to cut a lulav off a tree. You can't cut the esrog off the tree. So you have a mishatorach berev Shabbos. So leitzach b'seichel to sagen that you're mechuyev to think about it. And if a person didn't think about it, I don't know. Now is tzedis meitzuvah. Now is Yom Kippur. Now is whatever first day of Sukkot, I'll think about it. Came first day of Sukkot, he doesn't have a little of an esrog. Okay, what can I do? I'm not allowed to cut an esrog off a tree. Is he a mavatul mitzvah or not mavatul mitzvah? Huh?
You can borrow from someone.
If there's no one to borrow, he's living on an island in Corfu. There's 10,000 asarogim on the tree, but he didn't cut because whatever. I'll worry. Dialatzara b'shayta. He was over a mitzvah say. Well, before that's part of the. If the Abisha said lakachtem lachem b'yom rishon, so Erev Sukkos you got to take a scissor and go out and cut a lulav and an esrog. Oh, you don't have it here, so 2 months before, think about it. Go to a vendor, send a letter, send a telegram, do whatever you need to do. Okay, he tried as much as he could. So but Stam, if he's negligent, he can't say, I'll think about it on the first day. Same thing over here. A boy's bar mitzvah. We'll think about it. On the day's bar mitzvah, we'll think. It's a leitzach, it's mistaber, that there's a chiyuv mina toida. A bar mitzvah boy, let's say talk. You made sure your bar mitzvah boy, your son had tefillin on his bar mitzvah?
Before.
Yeah, exactly, before. It wasn't that on the day of the bar mitzvah, you went to Eichler's, you have a pair of tefillin? No, we're out. Oi, where are we going to go? We're going to go to Hecht. It was already shkia, sorry. Doesn't work that way. So if you have a cotton, the Rebbe says it's a leitzach that mina toira. That mina, the last page. The Rebbe says that mina toira, and the Rebbe's chidush is that we say chinuch is the rabbonon is for the details of the mitzvahs the rabbonon. The details, I should do this way, or maybe schayvus. That the rabbonon just added a little bit of, but bisoid adovor. The thing that you have to mechanech hakot is really minatoira. That's the Rebbe's svoda in this sich. Again, Shabbos will talk about a new mamish fakert svoda that the Rebbe said in Tavshin Unala. But in many sichos, the Rebbe repeated the svoda again and again and again. That what do you mean? A kid is meveret bar mitzvah. You have to start preparing before the bar mitzvah. So minatoira, you're chayiv just like a lulav and esrog. You can't say, it's not my fault. It's Yom Tov today. What should I do? I should start taking a knife and cutting off a lulav from the tree. No, you're supposed to think about it of Yom Tov. So bar mitzvah boy, what am I supposed to do? He doesn't want to go to yeshiva. He's in public school. So who asked you to put him in public school to begin with? You have to think about it from when he's a little cotton, from when he's a little child. So b'doim alakach yeshloim b'nyaneinu. Tell us alakotten choyve likre megila b'Yud-Alef Adar. The same thing is similar. It's not exactly the Zalbazach. But there is a bedoim melakach. Yesh loimar. That this boy is chayv to hear Megillah on Yud-Alef. He's not bar mitzvah. Doesn't matter. Shari'i ev shaloimar b'shum mokem ein moitzim dovet tamua shekotten zeh chayv Megillah b'shonim hakoidmas b'glal chinuch or b'shonim haboz v'dafke b'shon hazo hu potter. It's very schwer to say, Zakt Rebbe, like a svara, that this boy, when he was a little boy, he was chayiv to hear Megillah's chinuch. Later, he'll chayiv, really. And today, he's potter, whatever, emma lasot. It's just not mistaber. Chin kosher loim meshu chayiv zoiz beglal chinuch, laberoisha b'shanim akroivis, yikru betezvav beklal, shekvius kazu tochel b'shanim b'choris yoyse. What do you mean? He's mechuv to hear it for chinuch? With chinuch what? He's going to chinuch what? Elo sover loim shechol olov cheves Megillah kedei lotzes yedei achayva motelos olov kegodol b'yoyim tezvav. Koloim kriyas Megillah b'yoyse kotten ein rak beglal inyan achinuch. Elo takonos chachamim chol ala kotten melachatchila ka'achshoro l'koivosoi kegodol. Just like the guy is chayiv, Erev Sukkos to go with a scissor, cut Esther, go off a tree, or find a vendor that's going to sell him Esther. And if he didn't do that, he can't tell me he's a good yid, he's an avagim. The same thing here. The boy that became bar mitzvah, put him mishulish, is mechuyev to go to shul, and that's his really chiyuv. It's not mitzad chinuch. It's not mitzad chinuch. It's not mitzad chinuch. That is a chelik of the mitzvah. That is a chelik of the mitzvah. The mitzvah and Mordechai ve'Esther went to Sanhedrin and they established the union of mitzvah of Purim. That was part of the deal. That if it will be Purim Mishulish, the boy will do it the day before. In other words, similar to what we said in the other Sikha, that don't tell me that what the boy did, that Rambam's Niddush, based in Yerushalmi, that he was Nizgadol ben Pesach Rishon and Pesach Sheni, and he did Pesach Rishon. The Rambam Paskins that he put on Pesach Sheni. What do you mean? But he was a child. So how can you tell me? And Stacharegel b'fnei atzma. It's a Mela God will understand. He's an avarian. He's chayiv kodesh or whatever. Only if it was b'derech rechoika. But this kid, he was a kid. No, the answer is because there is a certain chshivas to his pula, because the Pesach Rishon, Pesach Sheni, Hamdacha Shaychis, and he's going to grow up in between. So therefore his mitzi, if he didn't do Pesach Rishon, he's not chayiv kodesh, and he could do Pesach Sheni. But if he did Pesach Rishon, it's considered a pa'ula. If his father was mamanim, it was considered a pa'ula, and he's takapota from Pesach Sheni. Similar to this, Makachah ben Yanenu. Gamim neima shetainis b'chodesh b'yem chamishi tashlumin liyem haShabbos b'chol zois efshaloi meshakotin shigel b'yem Yud-Alef chayiv lotzum v'tihir siyim b'yem chamishi ka'achshora l'chayva shetachalof t'godol b'yem Yud-Alef. Then he says, unbelievable chiddush in order 31. V'yesh loyma d'lachatchila b'yisiv mikra megillah d'bedei sefer mutiknu kein. That's already a big chiddush. Order 31. Order 31. So that's a part of the original takona. What happens? I forget. Yeah, it's a funny chiddush. How could I cut? Yeah. That's again. It's a purit mishur. Yeah. Ad kedekah. The Rebbe is saying, Ula Yeshloim. Ad kedekach, to the extent of. David, you want to join us for a minyan? You're the 10th.
Oh.
Yeah, if we have one more, well, he's the 10th. If one more, he'll be the 10th. Maybe I was wrong when I told you about the cookies. Okay. Yeah. But that's a wild chiddush to say that he's before bar mitzvah, and he could be reading for, because this is like kilo akelek and takona. This is what Chachamim wanted.
My grandson, the Brit was in Tisha B'Av.
Yeah.
They made the bread, and the evening we made a party. The morning did not eat.
No, Tisha B'Av. No. This we were talking about. What was the Geshen Shanavek?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And I get that became a Yid between Pesach and Pesach Sheni. You chayiv Pesach Sheni?
I don't know.
Because he never had a chiyuv the first time.
Right. I don't know.
It's a good question.
Yeah, why not?
But it's only because you missed the first one that.
Right.
But you didn't miss the first one. You never had a chiyuv.
Right. Okay. It's this very interesting mahalach that chinuch. This mahalach about chinuch, that chinuch starts
Earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this chinuch start earlier make him like if he's a chiyuv already, like if he's a godel.
Yeah. I mean, over here is mamish a huge chiddush. Because he's going to grow up between Pesach Rishon and Pesach Sheni, or because it's a Purim Mishulish, so it's mamish. So the korban that he ate, the Pesach Rishon, is mamish count as a korban Pesach. That if he reads the Megillah, it's mamish a chelik of his chiyuv. But the general word of chinuch is not ad kedekach, but still, at this idea that even though we usually think that chinuch mitzvahs is midirabonon, to say that chinuch mitzvahs is really the yisoda is the raisa.
We make this Yom on Thursday. We make it Wednesday night also, or after being the day.
And it seems that the minig is dafke by day.
After morning, because I could do tomorrow night. I could do Wednesday night. I could do a Yom.
Right.
How are you? We have a sale for hummus. You want to do it?
What?
We're having a sale for hummus.
Sale? Yeah, it's all about a sale.
The Sheikh come, we'll have
Your brother was here Shabbos. Yeah, he was talking all about the
father-in-law.
yeah.
It's all about the books. The Igros Kodesh.
Yeah, he got us all excited about Igros Kodesh. We're getting all ready to learn.
We're missing one. Maybe we could go Nachman Is Nachman Dov here?
Yoli, your son, no?
How many do we need?
One.
So will we have Tani Bechorot in Israel?
Oh, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Pesach, all the Hagim.
If we want, I could make a Siyum on the Sanhedrin on Wednesday night.
According to the rabbis,
Yeah.
Should we in Shabbos?
no, I'm just kidding. I'll have
Fully.
I think we should have a minion here. Why shouldn't we have a minion?
over here.
You have to hear us see him?
Yeah, I'm yeah.
So you're going to come here? What time? 7:30. Thursday morning, 7:30.
No, but you have to have 10 people that says I'm coming.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we have. I think we
Sunday.
have. I think we have. You have to ever see him?
I can come.
Good. I think we have already a minion.
Still go to Rabbi Cohen, I come here.
Okay, very good. Very good. I think we already have a minion. And someone told me he wants to come.
Thursday morning?
Yeah. You have a bochel that has to hear?
Libel.
Libel has to hear?
It's gonna go 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Vacation.
Yeah. I think we're doing good. Let's do it. 7:30.
Who's going to make this Siyum?
Edits.
So we're doing
We do
that
that Yami, yeah.
Okay, so we're doing Sanhedrin now.
Yeah.
Wednesday we finish that. All about Mashiach. No, the last.
Yeah, the last 20 daf.
Just Mashiach.
Unbelievable.
Your son has to be a mitzvah, Moshe.
Get a couple of years.
Stop putting money for the film.
I'll need to. No, I'm not very cool.
Main. Good night, Rabbi.
Oh, good night. Join us tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're having a big Farbring in honor of Yud-Alef Nissan.
So I'm just letting you know I saw the email. Yeah, from Parrots. Okay.
If you could come in person, that'd be good. Otherwise, we'll try to give you through the screen. We'll try to give you a l'chaim and a cookie.
Better.